Yeah, well, I think we got a big challenge off the bat. I think anytime you open the season on the road, there's always a challenge to play on, in different universities. It's a challenge. The travel's a challenge, and I think there were a lot of opportunities, lessons learned in the first weekend. I think it's probably the first true road game outside of the conference that a lot of players had experienced. With not having a full non-conference season last year, COVID the year before. So, I think there was a lot of lessons learned about travel and performance, and, I think the lessons learned about, effort to be successful and how to respond to adversity. So, hopefully we can take those lessons and come forward. I think we're really looking forward to a home weekend this weekend. Definitely looking forward to opening up under the lights on Friday. I think that will be exciting to be back on our home field. So, I think there's a lot of things that we can take forward from it.
Definitely. Jackie, for you, Coach just mentioned that you guys don't get true road games outside of the conference too often. So, how excited are you to be playing this weekend in front of home fans and not having to go anywhere, have 3 other programs coming to you?
Yeah, I'm super stoked to get the opportunity to have the opportunity to perform as a team out there on our home field this weekend. And I think there were some really big takeaways we could take away from this weekend and learn from and move forward with, and I'm really excited.
Well, Mira, I know that you played all 90 minutes in both 2 matches this week, but there was some changes in the lineup around you. Can you just talk a little bit about how much pride you take in being out there all 90 minutes, and then what it's like working with different teammates as we're all early in the season, getting used to getting the lineup set and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're still trying to figure out everyone's minutes. I honestly will take whatever I can get. I'm grateful to get 90 minutes, obviously. But I think we have such a deep bench that no matter who gets in, no matter how many minutes you get, the level's not really going to change or fluctuate much. And so I think we're a program that's really lucky to have that. Yeah.
You guys mentioned takeaways and lessons. What are some of the things you guys learned this past weekend?
Well, there could be a good number. I think we created a lot of opportunities in our first game. I don't think we were as sharp around goal as we needed to be to have a killer instinct to finish those. So I think that's one takeaway. I think when adversity happens in games, which it's going to, soccer's kind of like basketball. There's runs in a game, and you have to be able to survive the runs that go against you, and you have to stay organized. So I think that's a good lesson for us. And ultimately, I think just being able to execute when there's, stakes and there's challenges, and you got to execute on the road when there's pressure and opposing fans, and whatever the condition of the field is, and and anything else, like those are just outside forces. You got to be able to execute even throughout those. So to me, I think those are a lot of the big lessons that we can hopefully take away.
And last week we were talking to some of the ladies, excited to be on the road in Oregon, getting that long road trip. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys do anything kind of exciting out there?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We got to go to Pike Place Market, which was super fun. That was definitely first-time experience for a lot of people, like Addie and I think Carolyn got to catch fish up there. So that was super fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to say the same things. Is like we had some really good cultural experiences, and a lot of us had never been to Oregon or Washington. So amongst having a great time playing the game we love, we got to have some extra experiences that were amazing.
And you kind of mentioned it on the pitch, getting to kind of learn teammates and stuff, but kind of off the pitch too, right? You get to do that. Was there team bonding for sure?
Oh, absolutely. Always.
Yeah, I don't think that's short with this. I don't think they're short on that with this group at all.
Yeah. So other than opening up the season on the road, it's always difficult coming back home. What are some things that you kind of get fixed with in practice, maybe before starting this home weekend?
Yeah, I think in particular, looking to ask more questions of opposing defenses. I think we were a little stagnant. I don't think we added enough runs in. I don't think we added enough layers into our attack. So definitely looking to be able to get more numbers into the attack for this weekend. I think defensively, there were some good pieces. I don't know if, when you concede 3 goals, I don't think if there's a ton of positives, but I did think like there was some good defensive pressure, and I think, but I think being much cleaner around our own goal is going to help us. Obviously not put us in situations where we have to score 2 or 3 goals to win games. We should be able to win games if we score 1 goal. So we have to make 1 goal stand up, and I think we got to be a lot better around our own goal defensively, But I think most of all, it's like, I think we're going to come out with a lot of energy on Friday. I think they're going to be really excited to be playing in front of home fans. So I think the energy component, the things you can't measure, are the biggest piece for us to try and get right this weekend.
So you guys already kind of mentioned going out of conference to start the season. Is there any difference in how you approach a game plan when you play like out of conference versus in conference like this Friday?
Yeah, opening the season I think is always difficult because you don't have a ton of scouting opportunities on opposing teams. Now after you play a weekend, you can start to get at some ideas of how people are playing and where people are playing. But there's challenges with that, but they don't know us either. So I think the biggest challenges with travel is traveling a reduced roster, coming off. Traveling from Grand Junction is a little different than traveling from some other places. We have to get to the airport. Have to get back from the airport. Those sort of things. But like I said, that's part of it. You have to deal with it. You have to accept it. But I think some of those are like the elements of playing in conference versus out.
Yeah. All right. Question of the week this week.
Okay.
What is your favorite pregame meal?
Pre-game meal.
Oh, I think my favorite pregame meal has to be anything to do with pasta. I love pasta and specifically pesto pasta.
Well, you have a fancy one. I don't usually eat a lot before games, but a piece of bread probably.
I'm a big breakfast gal, so probably like a breakfast sandwich or breakfast scramble, something like that.